Do it.
What is going on, Dolph fans? Welcome back to your favorite dive bar. Boys, just another old fashioned Tuesday here. How's everybody doing? We got Joe Robbie back from across the pond. He might have a little bit of an accent here. I don't know. Joe
Feeling
Robbie, how we
lovely,
doing,
mate.
brother?
I know I tried. I tried the entire time I was there. I have no English accent. I not my forte, I'll say. But great time. Happy to be back. Felt a little lost without the boys this Sunday, but shout out to my homie in England. What was the podcast name, Bobby?
I
Go
think it's
time?
go time.
Yeah, Kadeem Simmons, man. So Kadeem reached out to me on Twitter, and there's literally nowhere to watch a Dolphin game, like anywhere. And he reached out to me. He's like, "Yo, the only place is this casino, right?" So I walk into this casino, and it's not like the casinos back home. It's interesting. And I walk downstairs into the I guess the pub. I don't know. It was weird, and it was nothing but like chairs, like almost like you're at a comedy show, and you just have the chairs with like a little stool in front of you for drinks. And
Interesting.
you know what? I'll take it.
And you were able to watch the game?
Yeah, I watched the game with him. I had to leave at half because obviously I had dinner plans. But so he's blaming me now for the loss. But neither here nor there.
That's on you, bud.
So you're getting it here and there.
Yeah. Welcome to my life. This is what happens when you predicted the Finns to go 16-1. So I got to take my medicine as it comes.
Fair enough. Bobby, how we doing?
We are officially on the road to 11-6, boys. We
It
are
starts
officially
Monday.
on the road to 11-6. I did see some light on Sunday, and I know you guys did too.
Hey, you can't win them all if you don't win the next one. That's it is what it is.
We're on to LA.
My high school coach used to love saying that, but we were 6-0 at the time. It was a lot cooler, but nonetheless, yeah, I'm ready to jump into it. We got Joe back. We're missing Ghost. He's working a 12-hour night shift tonight, so he's out there doing
He's here
his
in
part.
spirit.
Yeah, he's out here doing his part in the world, contributing. So
Saving
we get to
people's lives.
let that slide, I guess. But yeah, I'm ready to get it rocking, boys.
All right, let's hit it, boys. Let's do this thing.
I'm putting the helmet on as always.
The opportunity is right now.
Terrific defensive play. Intercepted. Off the block. Two on the move. Going deep. Speed race. He's got Hill. He's got Hill. The Dolphins have recaptured the lead.
It still hits. It still hits. Even at 2-6, it still hits.
It hurts, but it hits.
It's good pain.
Like a bat.
It fucking
It's good
hurts.
pain. Like being a Dolphins fan, you know?
Dude, we looked so good on it was like so crazy. It's like, oh, this is the Dolphins we know. Oh, look, Waddle scored a touchdown. Oh, look at that. He didn't even want to do the Waddle. Like he
didn't waddle at all.
It was such like an exhale for him.
And like people wanted it. The players were around him hitting it. And I thought he was waiting, like, gonna do a delayed one, and nothing. He gave us nothing. So
yeah, he was definitely just relieved to finally get back in the end zone and have something at all going for him this year.
Still somehow ended up with -4 yards or something like that.
Yo, people
That
who
Hail
bet
Mary
on
at
the
the
Tua
end.
over on yards got screwed so bad. He had the over, and then when Waddle ran backwards, lost like 25 yards, and then the Tua under hit on passing yards, which is just the worst bad beat of all time if you bet on the Tua over yards. I mean, also shame on you, but either way. Yo, so boys, I think we got to get into it. Like, the first things first. Joe, the coolest thing probably, like, maybe that's ever happened to this podcast happened on Sunday morning. Joe, take us through it. Like,
right,
you gotta run us through it.
So obviously I was on London time, so I was way ahead of the boys, and I believe all the boys had a little bit of a night on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, because we were texting pretty late the night before, right? And all of a sudden, believe it or not, Clump DMs me, and he DM'd me the Schefter thing, and I haven't talked to Clump in months, right? And I'm like, holy shit. Holy fucking shit. I text the boys right away. Nobody answers. I call Bobby. He doesn't answer. Actually, Bobby's phone goes straight to voicemail. Then I call Eric. Nothing but ringing. Ghost, phone was off. I called you guys 3 times each. I'm freaking out on the timeline. Finally, Bobby wakes up. And of course, both of you thought I was already drunk at a bar and calling me like an idiot. And Bobby wakes up and he's like, no way, no way. Then he took over. Then he tried to, he went on Instagram, and Schefter didn't tag us on Twitter, which is cool. I don't give a shit. But Bobby went ahead on Instagram and asked him, like, posted his post and asked to collaborate. And Schefter actually collaborated with us. It went like bonkers. It was like just an insane start to like an NFL Sunday. Like, couldn't have scripted it like any better. Like, I don't even know what the hell life is right now. It was nuts. It was nuts to me.
So if you live under a rock, we all woke up to this tweet from Adam Schefter, 7:45 a.m. on Sunday morning, where he shouted us out about the Janu pod, and the boys were buzzing. Let's say we were out of our fucking minds.
And dude, I was trying to explain it to my wife, and like she couldn't really understand. I'm like, babe, this is like the man of sports news. Like, this is the guy. Like, everybody has his noties on alarm. Like, this is the guy. And she's like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you. I'm like, no, you don't understand. You're not happy for me. This is unbelievable. Like,
yeah, I did the same thing. I was trying to give her I was like, how can I put this in your terms? Like, I try to give her a couple examples. I don't know if she never truly gets it, but she's like smiles for me. She's like, yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I was dead asleep, and like I have my phone on like sleep mode, so you got to call me like 2 or 3 times to come through. And Tucci finally calls me like the second or third time, and I like roll over. I'm like, what the fuck is he calling me about? It's like 8 a.m. and I'm like, this guy's drunk at a pub already, like gonna call me to just like rub in some shit that he just won some big bet on Arsenal or something last night, in typical fashion. I'm like, not right now. Like, we just had the time change and shit. Like, I'm going back to sleep. And then I woke up like 30 minutes later. I jumped out of my bed, ran out to tell my wife. She's like, that's pretty. She knows who Shefty is. She was like, "That's actually pretty fucking sick." So like, yeah, it was.
I was so mad at you. I was so mad at each and every one of you. And Ghost didn't wake up till like
Dude, I was gonna say that's what the craziest part was is we had to relive it every hour on the hour because I woke up and got with you and like, all right, I'm gonna take this to Instagram and make a post. And like he'd already collaborated with us and it was blowing up and everything on Instagram. And then Eric woke up, we had to revisit it, and then we're like, Jesus Christ, Ghost is just sleeping right now. We're headed to the moon. It's like, this is insane.
He woke up and was like, what happened? We're like, dude, scroll up. And then he was like, holy shit. Like, yeah, it was probably one of the cooler things that has happened. Like Tyreek on the pod won, and then the Shefty bomb was
but needless to say, it would have been a lot better with a W.
That would have been the W would have just.
And John had a great game.
Do you guys want to get into the game and kind of like what we saw, some positive takeaways? Like Bobby, what hit the people with some of your takeaways from the game just in general, and then we can kind of just dive into whatever the hell we want. Guys in the chat if you want to put any questions, any comments, whatever. We're just hanging out. It's all vibes tonight. Hopefully everybody's got something nice to drink. Just another regular Tuesday, nothing else going on in the world.
And let me just cut this at the cord real quick, Christina. Red or blue, we choose purple. Don't do that here. Be nice.
Yeah, we're not doing that on the pod tonight. We're here to escape.
We're here
the shit,
for football.
For an hour and just shoot the shit like we always do. So, we're not doing that. But Bobby, go ahead, dog. Give us your takeaways.
Look, this was one of the weirdest losses I can remember because, we always get whooped by Buffalo, especially in Buffalo. So, we go into Buffalo, we play this was the ultimate test for McDaniel. Are you really going to be able to stick to the game plan? Second week with Tua back, it's the Bills. Are you truly different? Or are you going to lose it? And, man, he was this dude. He did it. Dude, we showed up, lined up, put a hat on a hat, and said, we're going to bully you, and we did. We ran the ball down Bill's throats for 60 minutes. And if not for a fumble, we do it with one more score and dude, we win this game. But look, it is a loss and it feels bad. And that's what sucks about it. But man, it was this is what football was supposed to feel like. This is what we were missing the last 6 weeks. Dude, going nose to nose with the Bills in Buffalo, just uncharted territory. It was awesome feeling to watch. Man, dude, it was halftime we were up, and I'm like, man, we just got to figure out a way to keep this lead because, dude, we need this win. Like we need air. Like it would have changed everything for us.
But I see the vision. I know it sounds shitty, and our backs are already against the wall, right? I get that, but I truly do see the vision. Obviously, the defense is still super depleted right now, but they played well. I mean, a couple of different plays, the Poyer hit, a couple things here and there. That's just football. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, that was playoff football right there. That's a playoff football game. Sometimes it's the last people with the ball, man. Like the dude hit a 61-yarder. Dude missed an extra point earlier. Like it's just nuts.
Only
But
against
that's
us.
football. But that's football. You don't want to give them that opportunity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's honestly probably the best feeling loss that we've had in quite some time. If that's a thing. I know there's like it's ultimate copium and like the record is the record, but I mean we gave them boys hell. I can say that's probably the best the offensive line has looked in the McDaniel era. The best the running game has looked. I mean, we were hitting everything on them. They had no answer for our run game. Outside, inside, Achane, Mostert, Wright, everybody was cooking. It's a few bounces of the ball, a few plays that like didn't go our way, and that's football. That's how it goes. I mean, we lost to a kicker with the yips, who every single Buffalo fan wanted cut. The guy missed a PAT, hit a post on another PAT, and banged a 61-yard game winner that would have been honestly good from like 75 yards. That thing was right down Broadway with plenty of leg. I mean, and then people, how do you guys feel about like the no icing versus icing thing? Like, because we had a timeout. Like, I know people are like,
At 61, brother, that's neither here nor there. 61. You hit that 61-yarder, you deserve to win the game. That was incredible. Like, that's an incredible kick. I mean, there's nothing else you can really say about it.
In his honor, I will reference Ghost on the timeline. A lot of people were complaining about that, but like, you don't give somebody 2 chances to make a 61-yard kick. I think really.
Right. Agreed.
And look, that's cool, ice, whatever, but like you play 60 minutes, you can't come down to did he or did he not ice the kicker. Yeah, you don't give a guy 2 chances to make that kick. So like if he would have shanked that and we called a timeout and then drilled the next one, we'd have been talking. So that's nitpicking it. We were at that situation already, so no reason to argue about that.
And like all the way back.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I mean, all the way back.
We'll get into him. But yeah, I feel like you also want the kicker rushed on that first attempt, because like, they don't know if you're gonna call the timeout or not. And it's like, the play clock was winding down on that play. Like there's a lot of variables that went into that. I mean, kudos to him, bro. He gets fucking paid too. The guy gets paid too. And honestly, like it's so Dolphins, like we would have called the timeout, he would have shanked it. He would have came out and banged the next one. So like it really doesn't matter, So how do you guys feel about not going for 2 when we scored to tie the game? Because I know people were talking about that as well. Like go for 2, don't go for 2.
Bobby.
Once again, shout out my boy Aaron. Hey, that's my lifetime friend, dude.
Hey.
Born and raised since 3 years old. He grew up with me in the trailer park.
Shout out, Aaron.
Fuck
Appreciate
Aaron,
the
right?
support, bro.
I mean, I love you, Aaron.
Dude, in our group chat with my boys back home, they're always like, Joe Robbie just had to say 16-1.
With conviction, 16-1 too.
He's a big time Dolphins fan like me. The other guys aren't,
dope,
but
man.
They get it. But no, I don't know, man. It's once again, I go back to like, if we just handle business, the Poyer play doesn't happen, whatever. And I'm not even trying to bash on Poyer because, like, once again, plays in football games happen. But like, it literally doesn't matter. Like, if we handle business, we don't fumble, we have a 10-point lead. Who cares about a damn 2-point conversion? Who cares about a 61-yard field goal? We keep putting ourselves in these situations to allow teams to capitalize on us. And that's just reality. And I agree with that too. There wasn't really nothing to talk about yet. There's like almost damn near 2 minutes left.
Yeah, and they had like 2 timeouts at the time, I think. It's like a minute and a half, minute 36 or something like that. Like, it's like you go for 2. Look, even if we go for 2 and we hit it, and let's be real. McDaniel was going to call a fucking fade to Tyreek Hill on that going for 2, which wouldn't.
So you got to know your strong suits, right? You got to know your strong suits. Our strong suit's not 2 yards and in. It's just not. It's not. That's not who we are as a football team. And at the end of the day, our offense was cooking.
Facts.
So why are we afraid to go to overtime? We're going neck to neck with those boys.
Dude, and I'll say this.
The only time you go for two is if you're like, damn, this is the only opportunity we're going to be able to win this game. We haven't been able to do anything all game. We shouldn't even be here right now. Those are the teams that go for two, right?
Agreed.
Like, so I was totally fine with that. I liked you got to have some kind of confidence in your defense, right? And honestly, the defense had 3 or 4 opportunities where they could have ended the game. It's just crazy plays, and not to mention we got a freaking play. A swing route that goes for 60 or whatever it was. Like, that's
we're going to talk about the defense.
Like, it's nuts, man.
That's Swiss cheese. That's Swiss cheese. You know? I mean, our offense scored pretty much on every possession minus the fumble. Offense was cooking.
Yeah.
And, like, I know it was like a
and sustained drives, not cooking like
Exactly.
2023 cooking. We're not cooking like that
Hey,
anymore.
And let me say this. I'll go on record and say this. If the Poirier flag doesn't happen and they got a punt to us, I guarantee you we go down and kick the game winning field goal.
Oh, we win the game.
I have that much confidence in our offense at that point. We were just
100%.
doing whatever we wanted. So it really just came down to who had the ball last. And we did get the stop, although Poirier kind of eliminated that. But we didn't. So we didn't get the stop. And then they got the field goal. So I have no doubt they kick it to us. We're on the 30-ish, 25-ish. We pick up 30 yards and we kick the game winning field goal.
And honestly, guess what? If Keon Coleman doesn't drop a in the basket touchdown, it's a different conversation. Like, we got lucky there. We got lucky too. You know what I mean? We had a couple good breaks. So that's just football, boys. It is what it is. Next game, let's go. Now we have some confidence to build off of. Honestly, we played football.
As our resident Seminole, it pains me that Keon Coleman has bricks for hands. But on the Poirier drop, like on the Poirier hit, the ball was already out, brother. Let it go. Don't even
but
touch
it's
him.
bang bang on the field though, brother.
I know,
bang,
but
bang.
it's as a vet who's been here and done that, like, you got to know the situation, and it's really not even worth it. You know, young boy Cam Smith had good coverage on that play, so shout to him.
Hey, Cam playing well, by the way.
He's playing all right. Couple holds and PIs, but he's young.
I like an aggressive corner. I like someone.
I'd rather,
you know what I'm saying?
I'd rather that than getting smoked, and just getting burnt all day. I'd rather you grab than getting just absolutely.
Hey,
go ahead, Bobby.
Cam Smith is in his second game ever.
Oh,
Josh Allen in Buffalo. I'm not like, dude, I'm impressed. Like, I don't think he's been perfect, and in late in the games, it seems like they attack him. But I mean, this is his second game ever, like live action. So, like, I mean,
we've seen worse quarterback plays in their first 2 games for certain. We've
seen worse cornerbacks in their 4th year.
We've been around, boys.
Speaking of cornerbacks, did you guys see that Xavier Howard's doing workout videos now?
Yes. Hey,
bring him back for a run.
We could use him.
I'm never gonna turn down. I love Dolphin players. So, like, if X coming back for nothing else would be a cool storyline. Like, X is back. We'd fake hype it up on the timeline. Like, this is the difference maker, Super Bowl run. But I'd love to see X. And like remember when we fired Fangio and Ramsey tweeted, "I'll never forgive old man for not using us correctly."
Bro, but put it this way: would you rather have X or Kohu in the slot?
I'd rather have Ramsey in the slot.
Ramsey in the slot. X and Fuller on the outside.
Well, we still got Cam Smith too.
Yeah, I mean, you got to see what the pup has. So I'm glad he's healthy and getting PT. You got to see what he has, because, like, at this point, like, let's be real. If we can, the AFC is not good. It's not what everybody thought it was going to be, right? So if you get to 9 wins somehow, and we get a little bit of help, depending on how stuff falls out, we could backdoor our way into the last wild card spot. So, like, if we lose one of these next 3, it's curtains, and it's about, like, you just start playing all the young players and just start seeing, like, what we got with who.
1 loss. That's all we're accounted for right now.
We're
want
2 and 6.
You can only afford 1 more.
The only thing giving me hope though is there's a bunch of teams with 4 or 5 wins. Like, no one's like There's like the Chiefs, and even the Ravens have 3 losses. And then there's like a bunch
ugly,
of 4,
man. The AFC's ugly.
Yeah, there's a bunch of 4 or 5 win teams. So, like, and we play a few of them down the stretch. So, like
the Jets got to play the Cardinals this week, so that's a tough game.
Depending on what Cardinals show up, yes.
I will
Cardinals
say this:
have
if we
been.
would have moved on from Calais, like if we would have shipped him out, then we would have known the vibes. These boys are still in it. They're still in it.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
A little
Sorry,
Vino
Bobby. I
tonight,
didn't mean to
Eric?
cut you off. What were you saying?
Oh, I don't even know now.
No, I was
Uh,
looking at Eric's Vino. A little Vino tonight?
Yeah, just a little vino, just a little sophistication.
Oh, boy.
We're not all savages out
This
here.
guy's got two
I know you
chains
enjoy some
on.
nice. You enjoy a nice glass of cab every now and again too,
Yeah,
Joe.
I do. I'm doing some Gatorade because I've been drinking for a week, so I'm recovering.
Miami,
Hydration is key.
the first college football playoff bracket came out.
What do we
Miami got in the top 4.
Good for them.
Ooh.
Well deserved. Well deserved. Who's
At this
won?
point-
Oregon.
It's on the announcement. It says Oregon, Ohio State, Georgia, and Miami top first college football rankings. I assume that's the top. Let me open it up. I assume that's the top 4.
Carson Beck is rough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm because of the Dolphins, I tread so lightly with the Canes now because don't get me wrong, I'm super excited about the season, right?
You should be.
But what happens when we play the big dogs, man? Like that's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm saying, Dustfin. This guy's got 2 chains on, drinking vino. Guy's really showing out without Ghost here. It's unbelievable.
You know what it is.
J Cap's also a Ohio State fan. He's
Mhm.
hype. They'll
Sorry to
find a
hear.
way. They'll find a way to blow it too. He knows that.
Yeah, sorry to
They're
hear.
not Penn State though. They're not Penn State. I would have bet all of King Midas's gold that Ohio State was going to beat Penn State this weekend.
Penn State and the Dolphins have a lot in common.
Yeah, they sure do. They sure
And we
do.
happen to love Penn State guys. Hey, good game for Chop, by the way.
Hey, he showed some promise. He was
Yeah.
giving Deion Dawkins hell for a lot of that game. He was winning with the bull rush. He was beat when he lined up really outside wide. He was beating him pretty all right. Good to see the kid get his first sack. Also, get that out of the way.
Jake
I think
just killed you.
what's killing it with Chop is like, sorry.
That was so good.
That is.
He's
I
a changed
switched,
man now.
up, bro.
My boy's a made man now. That's it. Vino,
You can't give
2
me-
chains, 1,000 followers.
You can't give me no clout. This shit goes right to my head. Y'all
Hey, you
fucked
see
up.
him pop up with the blue check mark on Twitter, you know things are going well.
Yo, I almost did it yesterday, but I just can't bring myself to do it, bro. I can't bring myself to do it. I already support Elon enough. I have I drive his fucking car. I'm not paying for his app now either.
I've always
Like I
told
said-
people, and I get that it matters like the size of your account and how much you tweet and your interactions or whatever, but I've always told people the blue check mark pays for itself. It's really a no-brainer.
It is.
Yeah, but you
Mostly
guys got
for the
it
edit
for
button.
free. Elon hooked you up.
The edit button's pretty fire.
Yeah, every time I make a mistake, I'm like, damn,
When
I
it
wish I can
works-
edit this. And then
When it works, it doesn't always work.
Bobby, did you pull up the college thing or what? Are we moving on?
Yeah, hold on. I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it.
Let me just do my job.
Yeah, there you go. That's a damn good idea, bud. Would you 2 chains? Pull up the
Guy
damn
really is
chip.
letting it get to his head.
Buying
Guy's not
chains,
even
you can
pulling
pull up-
graphics up anymore. Unbelievable.
Yeah. What's it got to do with me?
That was a shot at Bobby. Here we go.
30K, Bobby? That's nice.
Oh, look at that. Dustfin coming through, showing some love to the boys.
Appreciate you, Dustman Dog. Always showing love.
Took about 25 too many episodes, but we'll let it slide.
All right, so here we go. So we got Oregon, Ohio State, Georgia, Miami in the top 4 is nice. Texas. How's Penn State still 6? I mean, really, every year it's like them and fucking Notre Dame here. I mean, it's every year they
It's
just
the quarterback thing in college,
every
bro.
year.
It's the quarterback thing, 100%.
You lose to that's also Ohio State. Like you get credit for that.
nice. Indiana. Oh, the Mormons.
Should we start it? Should we start a GoFundMe so that Eric can get his check mark?
I'm not that
Look,
poor, boys.
It's
all
already
right.
started, apparently.
Don't worry. I'm gonna get it. Yo, SMU is nice, Tucci. If you guys have to face SMU in the ASC and the ACC championship, it could be a problem. They're actually nice.
No, I'm more worried about teams with like really tough defenses. I'm not worried about anybody outscoring us.
Clemson is solid.
I'm
Yeah, you gotta outscore.
I'm worried about
you guys.
Georgia, teams like Georgia, Tennessee, like tough Alabama, like.
No,
We never
Alabama's
really- we
defense is sus.
But we haven't seen any teams like that.
No, you're right. This is all right. I mean, I think FSU's like plus 25 this weekend against Notre Dame. Just put whatever money you have on it. We'll lose by over 25 points to Notre Dame. I promise you.
I almost feel bad for you guys.
Nah, it's all right. We got
Almost.
we got 65 million laying around there, so we can buy out Norvell somehow, some way. But
Wait, hold on real quick, because I've always wondered this. Jonathan, are you not on Twitter? Do we have like solo YouTube fans?
that's wild.
Because, dude, hey, this is gonna sound bad, but I promise you, it's coming from a good place. No one's ever not known me, but this is cool because this shows that we're like broadening in like
Diversification.
our net
That's a
is
big
getting
word for him.
our net is getting bigger if we got just solo YouTube people. This is awesome.
Had to be from Dudley.
Had to be from
Had to be from Dudley.
Shout out
Yeah.
Dudley. That's
Hey, shout
definitely
out.
Dudley. That's a definitely Dudley.
See, now we got the chat going crazy about Cam Ward. I wanted to avoid this at all costs.
I mean, dude, Cam Ward's really, really good.
Dude,
Really, really
Dustfin
good.
Dustfin's leaving no excuses for Eric to get that check.
Hey, my boy, appreciate you.
We're gonna
dog.
have to Venmo Eric $8 tonight.
He's friends with Bobby on Facebook.
God damn it. Now I'm just going to have to get the blue check mark. You guys are fucking hazing me into it. I am susceptible to peer pressure. So,
I mean, dude, you're Eric producer. Hello.
also, I'm a little sad that we're not shotgunning beers tonight. You know, for a second there, I thought we were close. I had a feel like
I was
just
ready.
Like, we're going to shotgun beers on Tuesday and it's going to be awesome.
I was ready.
Dude, we
I
could
was
have
looking forward to coming back and just shotgunning beers for absolutely no reason. I was ready.
Dude, we could have, if we beat the Bills, honestly, there's no telling what I would have done. I might have let somebody choose a bottle from the bar and I might have tried to take it down in one show. Dude, if we would have beat the Bills, I was ready to do whatever for the brand. Plus,
and beat them in that way too, you know?
If we win that game, this could be an entirely different show. Not only are we chugging beers, there could be a special guest sitting next to Joe right now that I'm not going to name, but just so happened to make us go viral Sunday. But, you know, that's how life works. It's all about timing, and it wasn't time.
It is
I need,
what it is.
Eric
Also,
to put I need Eric to put his wine up and go, that's life.
And that's life.
That's life. That's showbiz, boys. That's showbiz. You know,
showbiz.
that's how it goes. Also, Nicky Smokes would have had to shotgun 12 beers in a row, and he would have been puking all over, and it would have been really great for our following.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Dude, that would have been incredible by
Dude,
itself.
that would hurt. 12 in a row is pain.
How was Nicky?
Oh, he was great, dude. We
Fun.
went like an hour and a half. He was awesome. He had a lot to say. He feels the same way about us on many respects.
Love Nicky, man.
Gave us some insight into Frank, and he let us know we're lucky. We got the full Frank experience when we had him on. You missed Frank, right?
Yeah.
Dude, bro.
Dude, and you clearly didn't watch our episode with Nikki. That's good to know you don't support the boys when you're not around.
No, I didn't. I was in London, mate.
He was busy being high class in London, being a Peaky Blinder.
Yeah, dude. So funny. So we go to this little corner store, right? And they see these. And my wife and my mother-in-law see these hats, and they're like, "Oh my God, you look so cute in that hat." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm never wearing that fucking hat. Never happening." I put it on. I'm like, I started feeling myself a little bit. I'm like, hold on a second. I'm kind of cooking right now. I wore it the rest of the time. I didn't take it off.
That's sick.
And now we want to do a themed party, like a Peaky Blinders themed party for one of our birthdays. That's it. I'm all in.
Yo, when is your birthday? Because I'm pumped about that. Peaky Blinders is elite. If you guys haven't watched it,
the
you're
draft
welcome.
weekend, right?
Get on it.
Yeah. The end of April 30th.
Yeah. We were all
All right,
supposed
so
to
we
be
have
there
time.
for that, but things went. What did happen?
I forget.
Oh, I went offshore.
Oh,
Appreciate you, David. Look, we do have YouTube only guys. That's kind of sick.
Let's go, David.
Dudley, baby. Dudley's the man.
Dudley, yeah. Appreciate you, Dudley.
Heck yeah, appreciate that. That's weird. Like I knew that we had to because like the subscribers are growing. I'm seeing names I don't recognize, but like I did wonder like the ratio, like how much, it's cool to know that like our stuff's being seen and getting out there and whatnot. Although Dudley probably handed us pretty much, a good third of them.
Yeah, we'll take them though. If you got a couple miles, we'll take a couple miles our way. If you're giving out miles. So let's get back to the Fins. Let's get back to the game on Sunday. JCat be stalking my shit.
Dude, that was funny because everybody was like, Bobby's the only person without a purse in this picture.
First of all, it's called a satchel. Indiana Jones had one. All
Hey,
right?
next time Bobby comes to Miami, he's got a fucking Merce on now.
You can't come out with us unless you have it. Also, like, you just sleep, Bobby. Like, I'm telling you, the first time you use one, you're gonna realize that women have been ahead of the game for years. They're very
Years.
convenient.
No, I'm not
Very
above it. Like, I'm not above it to believe like how convenient it might be. It's just not been something I have done or went out.
Your
and
Louisiana
purchased.
friends would definitely rag on you, 100%.
How many times you been to Miami now? You've been three times?
Twice. Just
That's
twice.
why it's the third time.
No,
that gets
three times. You drove down from Orlando, so that counts.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
So three times. I'd say after his fifth time, the drip will start changing slowly.
Two more, yeah.
Kind of like when
yeah.
Ghost used to text us in the group chat. Boys, is my outfit cute? Yeah, just like
Wait,
that.
first of all, and
LeBron goes a long way.
I might regret saying this because y'all might cook me, but I feel like I dress just fine, especially for like a big white guy. Hey, say it if you say it. Say it if you think it. But I feel like my clothes are fine.
If that's what you're going for, you nailed it.
What does Wifey say? Wifey
Just
approves
fine.
of all the outfits because that's really what matters.
I mean, hey, listen, your wedding set was nice.
yeah, you look.
You
Bobby
look great.
cleans up well. Bob cleans up well. All right, let's get back to football. So let's hit the offensive side of the ball, offensive side of the team first because like that was good. So like Joe, what are your like main takeaways? Like, what do you want to see moving forward from that we did on Sunday?
I feel like we need to continue to build off of the last 2 weeks, right? I mean, the offense is waking back up. I hope that McDaniel has seen the light. I mean, it seems like he has seen the light with the run game. Our offense is now predicated on the run game, not just trick plays. Offensive line looks great. I mean, I don't really have any complaints on the offensive side, man. I mean, a stupid fumble here and there. I mean, that shit happens, but we put a whole game together on offense. I don't really have anything, but I mean, Odell had a couple catches. John New had some good
catches.
Yeah, John New seems to be really, really setting his place inside this scheme. Durham Smythe even had a little catch in traffic. Everybody's like, I think that one of Tua's superpowers is being able to spread the ball. We don't need to get Tyreek 200 yards a game or Waddle 150 a game. We don't need to do that. We need to spread the ball out. This way, they're not just scheming us heavy on certain routes or certain route trees. You know what I mean? I really like what I see from them. A lot more checkdowns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What about you, Bob?
100%.
No, yeah, I think we just need to get on the same page. So, like, when the offense shows up, the defense has disappeared. So, like, we just need to bring the complete package. If we can get the defense we had with backup quarterbacks, hey, we're ready. Like, really, the game plan is awesome. Jesus. I really did love. That's what sucks.
Yo, he's been on one. Jake.
Oh my god! Look, I really like what I'm seeing, and it hurts because it's like you can't really get excited or gas it or support it like you want to because it's still a loss. So it's like we just got to put it all together. We got to bring. Like Weaver's got to get back in his bag, and we just got to put it all together one time. And I think it's going to look awesome. Like when we finally do. If we finally do, I think it's really going to look incredible. Like, I would love for it to be Monday night primetime, national televised. I'd love to do it. We don't have a great history on primetime, but I'd love to put together a masterclass. I'd love to put on a masterclass on primetime. Come here.
What up, Jada?
Beer call. They said, "What's up, Jada?"
You can come in the video. Like, what's wrong with her?
Hello, Jada's hands.
I don't
Hello,
think
Mrs. Schaus.
You want to come in the video or no? They want to see you. She
Say hi
been
to
cleaning all day. She got the messy bun.
All right.
I think she looks good, but how women.
Smart man.
Hey, she did bring the beer.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll bring the beers. I'll bring the beers.
Yo, hey.
Bobby, do you want to tell people what happened with the Halloween episode or what?
I can't
Yeah, go ahead.
tell.
Oh,
I
we
can't
yeah,
tell
okay.
specifics. Because of the reasoning why it had to be canceled. I will say this.
Right.
We had Trill Williams come in on the show for Halloween, which is like the perfect guest for Halloween. The dude lives, breathes, sleeps Halloween. Like when I told him we can do it later and we'll still make it a Halloween show, he was like, "What do you mean? Halloween is year round. What do you like?" He didn't think it was a big deal. I was like, exactly my point. That's why you're the perfect guest for this. Trill had some great stuff going on in his personal life.
Some come ups.
Some come ups, and we're gonna work it out and make it happen. Still, Trill's gonna come on the show. We're gonna make it like I guess it won't be so much a Halloween, more like a horror movie. Like I don't know, it's just gonna be different. So like, we got the night he called me and told me he couldn't come on the show. Like we talked for like 40 minutes. I might as well recorded that and just posted it the next day. But yeah. But we're gonna get Trill on, and Joe was kind of happy actually.
Yeah, I was,
because he didn't want to miss Trill. No
He
one
didn't
I
wanna
hate
miss
missing
Trill.
shows, man.
But yeah,
this is so fun. Like missing shows is really painful. But last bit on the offense, I'll say, do you guys know how many rushing yards a game we average now? Anybody want to take a guess?
That's what we got
127.
you for.
Oh, I know. I just wanted to see if
My
you guys...
guess is 127.
136.
Oh, Tucci's closer. So 134.
Oof.
134 rushing yards a game. That means we're fucking teams up with the run. Like the run game is beautiful. I will say, I will give McDaniel his flowers because that was the best game he's ever called this past Sunday. It's a shame we lost because we're not going to, bring it up, again, but that was by far the best game he's ever called. And that's a fact.
Chat, what do you think about this comment?
Yeah, we'll let the chat answer that.
Ghost is a ghost. At all
Just
times.
simply put,
It's lingering.
yes, it is good without Ghost, or no, it's not as good without Ghost.
Just know
Ghost
you're
might
gonna hurt
even
his feelings.
be in here watching because he hates missing.
Ghost makes it happen.
Ghost in the ICU right now with his phone, just like one AirPod in, his phone in his fucking pocket of his scrubs, just just listening. Yeah, he's about to take a bathroom break right now to comment.
He's in the OR with the phone on the little table. He's like 10 blade
Scalpel.
Yeah, 10 blade. Wait, what the hell did they just say?
Always. All right, so let's get into into what really we need to talk about, because we got a big game on Monday, and if this side of the ball doesn't show up, we're gonna get cooked. What is going on with our defense? And I don't want to hear about injuries, so don't open with that, Joe Robbie. What the fuck what is our defense doing? Like, what's the deal?
So it's great first half, right? Great.
6 points in the first half, I think is.
But was it a great first half though? Because they took some points off the board, and there was a couple of catches that were dropped. Josh was killing us the first half. They had the dropsies. We got lucky. I think we always struggle with Buffalo, right? And then I think it's also been a pattern of we always struggle with mobile quarterbacks. Josh hasn't really been a world beater this year against us. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. But he always makes it happen. That's what great quarterbacks do, right? And let's all be serious. Josh is a great quarterback. It is what it is. If that team doesn't have Josh Allen, they are not a good team. Like, they are not a good, at all. It just is what it is. As far as LA goes, it makes me nervous more because they have a good offense, boys. I mean, they got some weapons over there. They got Kyron, they got Puka, they got.
He should be suspended. That guy's a thug throwing punches on the field. There's no place for that in the NFL. I think that Roger Goodell needs to step in and suspend him for at least one game to show him, to set an
minimum
example.
one game.
One game, got to be out.
I think it's more of stepping up when it counts. Like, I just think it's stepping up when it counts. During crunch time, you got to figure it out. What do you think, Bob?
On the defense as a whole, going back to Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think they're just giving up the gashing plays. Like, I feel like they're playing good 90% of the time. They're giving up an 80-yard, 60-yard touchdown run. They're just giving up the big plays. Like, it's not like we're getting like blowing out the water every single play. It's just like maybe we're not getting off the field as much on third downs. That was a big thing.
Problem,
At the start of the season, they were great. They were like the number 1 third down defense in football. I think that's kind of probably went down.
That's gone.
Yeah. So that's the biggest difference. Getting off the field. They just got to get off the field when they're supposed to get off the field. I think, that helps a lot.
I'm not one for people losing their jobs. That's bad karma to wish that upon people. But David Long getting benched is probably the best thing that could have happened for the defense. Something's clearly not right with him because he was great last year. He was good at the beginning of the year, but he's obviously hurt. Like something is lingering. I think he's trying to like make up too much for it. Like he knows he's hurt. He's like trying to like make flash plays and stuff, just like missing tackles left and right. Against the Cardinals, that was the worst defensive game anybody's had in maybe the history of football, certainly the last few years. And every team knew they were gunning for him. So, putting Anthony Walker in there was good. But, if we're going to keep up with the benching of players when they perform badly, then Marcus May needs to get his sneakers on and his citties on Monday night and just ride the pine. That missed tackle on that screen pass was the most egregious thing I've ever seen. Ray Davis didn't even make a wiggle. He literally just took a step to the left and was gone. He didn't shake. He didn't like hezzy. All he did was go to the left. And Marcus May was flat-footed and just whiffed it. Like, you're telling me Elijah Campbell doesn't make that play? I mean, Jev, for all his nonsense, at least makes that play. Elijah Campbell makes that tackle. I have to believe. Nick Needham makes that tackle.
Go ahead. It's fine. I'm gonna let it go. Real quick, I just want to do this. I want to give a shout out to Karen because she gave us a really sweet comment last week. And our demographic is not we don't have a lot of women in the demographic right now, but she's a true one. She showed us major love on the timeline last week, and I appreciate that. So
and
I want to
she's purchased a hat too. She's the best.
There you go. Karen showing real love.
Also, we agree.
Jesus Christ, Karen. I just showed you love.
No, we agree. You bench them both. Like, look, if we're benching players for bad performances, then Jordan Poyer and Marcus May should not see the field. Hopefully, Jev's knees or whatever else is wrong with him, he's back on Monday night. So you get him and Elijah Campbell out there, or hell, I don't even care. Elijah Campbell and Nick Needham, it can't be worse. Shit, put Jalen Ramsey back there with Elijah Campbell. It can't be worse than what's been going on back there in the safety spot.
Schemes matter, so it might be a scheme thing for David Long, but the hamstring might be coming back around.
Not, brother. I mean, I appreciate that, but it's not.
Stop. The guy's a professional.
We've had a problem with that linebacker spot all year, and it's been completely obvious. And all of our gashing plays have been from that linebacker spot. The safeties are having to do too much, having to open field tackle everything, because our linebackers. I mean, Jordan Brooks is everywhere. He's by himself out there, dude.
He's a machine. Jordan Brooks and Aaron Brewer were absolute home run hits in free agency. Yeah. Everything else was shit. But those two guys rule.
Hey, T. Lee, it's not a bitchy week. I wouldn't consider it a bitchy week. Bitchy week would have if we laid an egg. If we laid an egg, I would be bitching pretty bad.
I know. People on Sunday were like, oh, I wish we would have got blown out. It wouldn't have been as bad as this. Like, what are you guys talking about? Like, we had them. No, because guess what? If we
start to gather steam, collect some dubs, and then we got to go see Bills week 1 of the playoffs, we know we're ready.
Like the schedule, like everybody was like freaking out when the schedule first came out, but this back end of the schedule isn't as bad as like you would have thought. So we got the Rams on Monday at the Rams, but look, it's
by
in
the
a
way,
dome.
Weakest schedule left.
Right,
in the NFL.
right. So let's go through it. So dome on Monday night. We're historically not good on prime time, but like we're playing a team we don't really play. Their defense is not that great. They have a good offense. Their offensive line is not that great. Matthew Stafford isn't Josh Allen or Kyler Murray. So like it's gonna be nice playing a quarterback who doesn't run amok on us, for once. Maybe we can get a win. McDaniel's gonna be motivated to beat his boy, McVay. Let's see what happens. If we get a win Monday night, then we're looking good. Vegas, I mean, at home, what do Vegas at home, whatever. New England, okay.
Win.
If we win the next 3, that puts us at 5-6 going into Thanksgiving at Green Bay, another one of McDaniel's homies. Listen, I know people are hype on Jordan Love, but I've seen the guy play. He's either amazing or he is not good. Like, Sunday he was horrendous. They got the brakes beaten off them, mind you, by the best team in the league. But the Green Bay one is like, if you think we got to get to 9 wins and we have 2 losses that we can play with, if we lose at Green Bay, then it's the Jets. We could beat the Jets. They're nothing special. Houston, nobody wants to talk about the CJ Stroud regression, but I will have the conversation with anybody who wants to. Then it's Daddy.
And he has no receivers left.
No receivers left. Then it's Daddy. It's San Francisco, but it's at home. They got to come to us. So you'd hope
San Francisco is not looking unstoppable.
They also have warts and cracks in their shit too. So maybe McDaniel can exercise the demon there. That could be our second loss. And then Cleveland, they're not very good. And then the Jets again to maybe get us into the playoffs. It could be done. Crazier things have happened.
Do you want the Joe Robbie stamp?
Hell yeah. Let's go. Go through it.
All right.
Here we go.
I'm not going to say 11-6, but I will say we will go 10. We will go 10-7.
So you're predicting 1 loss in the next
1 loss.
That means who? Green Bay or San Francisco? Or
I don't know, Eric. I'm not Nostradamus, obviously.
Clearly, we know that.
Clearly. But I will say with that schedule, 1 loss. Because we can beat Green Bay, we can beat the 49ers. We're not a bad football team. That's the fucked up part. That's why we're all so fucking angry. We're all so fucking angry because this team is not bad. It's a good football team, boys. It's a really good football team. We had a shitty first half of the year. But guess what? We had a fucking amazing first half of last year and a shitty back end. And what did that get us?
Absolutely nothing. Hey, Karen knows your
stack
government
fucking
name.
wins. You get momentum because guess what? Momentum is one hell of a drug. That's the fact.
Tell him, T. Lee.
Yo, like and subscribe. Send the link to your friends, your family.
Yeah.
It's a family show.
I think one thing we talked about this, and don't get me wrong, I don't care where the love comes from, as long as the love comes. We're such big Twitter accounts, I guess. We're more of a Twitter thing that I think that a lot of people just watch us on Twitter and don't come over to YouTube. But it helps both ways. So if you definitely want to come over to YouTube, come over to YouTube, get in the chat, have some fun with these guys. We love it. I think the almost being starting out from Twitter has kind of held us back a little bit, probably.
I mean, but what's the definition of holding us back? We're not. It's not a competition. Whenever the follows come, the follows come. I just enjoy doing this with you boys, to be honest.
Yeah.
Whenever it comes, it comes, bro. We're not here for chasing clout, bro. We're just having a good time with the boys. This is the
I'll tell you what.
Entire vision that we had. We've done 10 out of 10. Our vision is clear.
No, and we couldn't do it, without all of you guys tuning in to our nonsense every week. So we appreciate you guys more than you know. But when we started this, if I would have told you guys that this is where we would be right now, you would tell me that I was on crack. You know, we weren't supposed to be here. It's just 4 assholes who met through Twitter, and here we are. Now we're just homies for life. So,
and I'll say this:
appreciate all of you.
It started out, and
it
still is definitely the bros. I look forward, this is our FaceTime. This is our FaceTime. We get to hang out and talk ball and get away from life for a little bit. But I'll tell you, I love the chat. I look forward to hearing from everybody. So this 100%. Is their time. And I think that we bring, something everybody can get away. We use this to get away from our jobs, get away from the world and whatever's going on. And we hope y'all do the same. Your local dive bar. That's really where the concept came from. So this is a place you can come. We ain't talking about bills. We ain't talking about whatever happened at work. We're hanging out, we're cutting up, and we can forget about everything for a little bit. And
that's why it was important to do it tonight. Just a random Tuesday in November. Nothing else in the world going on.
Super random.
We just wanted to be here to just,
Well, there is some action tonight.
Ooh, there is action tonight.
Yeah. Action Tuesday.
Yo, would you guys want us to start Would you guys want us to start a little gambling section every week? Just a little, give you guys a couple of things that we're feeling. Because Joe's pretty good at Hard Rock bets. I've seen some things.
I do okay.
Jesus Christ, I'm getting cooked in the comments. Hey, I'll tell you this: if people knew my actual job, it would blow their mind. When you see a Twitter, I don't know what you even call that, a Twitter personality, you don't think
I know you're not
Oldfield.
referring to yourself as
I
a Twitter
work in
personality
the.
right now.
No, I'm just saying. Like I understand it. Like you see somebody with a big following that tweets a lot, you don't think like they work in the oil field. I work offshore in the oil field in the Gulf of Mexico, on and off. So yeah, I have a job.
Which makes your Twitter prowess even more impressive. This motherfucker's pulling up oil in the middle of the Gulf and just tweeting out things that are happening live. It's actually impressive. When I found that out, I was like, what? Like, how?
Let's fucking go, T. Lee, baby.
I'm a construction worker too,
Do
baby.
your thing, baby.
Joe is too.
Blue collar balling, baby.
Yo,
No,
if you need your glass, you need any glass installation, hit up my boy Joe Robbie, the best this side of the Mississippi and certainly in South Florida.
And I just wanted to kind of piggyback off what Cap for Life was saying. You're right, something is missing, but we're still finding little clicks. I just feel like it's coming together. It'd be different. Like, again, it would have been different if we laid an egg.
100%.
If we laid an egg in Buffalo, we'd be having a completely different conversation right now, but we didn't. That was a real football game. We can't help that we were already 2-5. That was a playoff football game.
100%. I agree. It's definitely momentum, and like the team has to have that too. So like they gotta feel good coming out of that. But let's get into the mailbag.
Mail time.
What about, hold on real quick, the trade deadline?
Oh yeah, okay. I'm glad we stayed pat. Like what? Like all right, let's be real. If Chris Grier starts trading off players, he's just like you're not gonna like set up the like more draft picks and stockpile for the guy who's gonna take your job in the offseason. Because let's be real, Grier's getting fired.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
let's
Grier's
be
gone.
real. Let's be real hopeful. Grier needs to get fired.
I mean, I just can't see how Stephen Ross, a billionaire, like multi-business mogul, can just see this product for after these 5 years, and not even 5 years. The guy Greer's been with the organization for 20 years. Just go like do the whole thing. Like, there's no way you can just keep that person in that position, right? Like, there's no way.
I hear you.
Like,
I hear
how
you.
bad is the blackmail that he's got on him? Like, really? Like, what does he know about Stephen Ross? That
Is it Diddy? Is it revolved around an
Don't say
island
Diddy.
somewhere? Is it pedophilia? I don't know. But 20 years later, the dude's still sitting there. And dude, like, it's the writing's on the wall. Like Joe said earlier, we're gonna string together some wins here because we're a good team. We're not a shitty team. And dude, they're gonna be like, yeah, well, if we didn't lose Tua for 5 weeks, you know, things would have been different. Let's run it back. That's probably reality.
That's what they're gonna say.
Yeah,
though.
I wish we would have tried to get some kind of inside linebacker. Yeah, maybe that's what I wanted. But
no, the biggest gaffe was not getting a good backup quarterback. Like, bro, Joe Flacco wanted to come here and we laughed him off the phone. Like,
He's
if we had
talking
Joe
about
Flacco,
Joe's
we win
talking about
those
trade
games.
deadline though.
yeah,
Oh,
talk about trade deadline.
Oh, sorry. I mean, the biggest thing that happened and the worst thing that happened, like for anybody, is letting the Chiefs get DeAndre Hopkins for a 5th round pick. I mean,
Hey, good for DeAndre Hopkins though. I was thinking about this. If the Chiefs are just going to keep rolling and win it again, and hey, if they're going to win it, at least the Bills didn't win it. Hey, I'm happy for Hopkins, man. That dude deserves a ring.
I agree, but the Chiefs
He's
are
such a
so
dog.
obnoxious, dude. Like, give me a break already. It's ugh. Like the Mahomes injury, getting carried off the field and coming right back. I'm over it. I'm done with it. It's enough. It's enough.
He's
I'll
a
say
new
that-
Brady, brother.
I
It's
think
enough.
that I really think it's this simple with the defense. I don't even think that. I think the defense hasn't regressed like schematically. I really think they're just depleted. Like
Right.
Stiller's out, Holland's out. I think you're just seeing the lack of depth. So like second half, man, them dudes are just they're giving it all they got, but like it's not enough.
No, the scheming has been good.
Yeah, the Arizona game and then the Bills game, the second half, there wasn't much resistance. And I think it's the depth. I think I would have loved, if anything, I would have just loved to see a big dude for the middle of the D line, or like maybe an edge rusher. Linebacker, sure, but like I don't want you to add a linebacker if you're not adding a true difference maker, and they're just not out there.
Yeah, I mean the Chiefs game last night, like the false start that they let their right tackle get away with every single play is unbelievable.
It's wild.
The guy's in his 3rd fucking step with his hands
It's
up before the
wild
ball
to me,
snapped.
bro.
Every play.
He's in the backfield before the ball snaps.
Yes,
every single
it's
play.
insane.
Dude, let's talk about Patrick Paul Pierce Mahomes. This dude tears his Achilles every fucking game, and he comes back out and throws a touchdown. It's like, I'm different, bro.
Got carried off the field. Carried off the field.
Dog, you shit your pants.
Goes into the tent for 2 seconds, comes down, and he's jogging on the sidelines. Like, give me a break. Give me a break.
Don't
but
get
for
me
30
wrong.
seconds,
Yeah, he's the man, but he's not fucking likable, dude.
he's so obnoxious. His brother's obnoxious. His family's obnoxious. His dad has more DUIs than he has Super Bowl rings. I mean, it's enough.
Hey, look, I'll be honest. I don't hate Patrick Mahomes, and I'd rather them be running a dynasty than Tom Brady. Tom Brady having a dynasty was the worst. The worst. That was just the worst.
But we used to beat Brady at least once a year. So, like, you know.
Would you like Patrick Mahomes to keep lining up to win a Super Bowl, or do you want Josh Allen to get 3 of them in a row? That's what I think about.
I have a confession to make.
Oh no!
I don't hate
Joe,
Josh
we're gonna fire him.
Whispers very lightly into the microphone. I don't hate Josh Allen.
No, Josh Allen's an awesome human.
I love
Josh
Allen.
Dude, let's get real.
I have no problem with him.
You can't. Dude,
He's
AFC,
electric.
If
he just played for any other team, I would root for the guy week in and week out. Like, he's everything you want.
And no, Karen, FinHub did our intro.
Yeah, I was gonna
I wish it was me. I don't have that kind of skill. Like,
Eric can't get that much credit. Come on now.
No.
Come on. Hold on.
Hey, I appreciate you, Karen, but nah.
Has anybody checked on John Christos today? Is he okay?
No, he's gearing up to storm the Capitol.
Holy goodness gracious. He's got his tinfoil hat on today. I love that dude.
Anyways, to the mailbag we go.
He's not allowing it.
We're not going down this path. I refuse. I have to put my producer hat on. Hey, this one's for you. Let's go to the first one here. This one is gonna be for you, Joe. We need this. Chill, Jay. Just, respect. Hey. We're all thinking it. I'm just saying it. It's all good. It's all good.
All right, Eric,
All right.
Get the mailbag going.
The mailbag is ready. I got the Eric, if you know Eric always has a bag, so don't worry.
Literally.
All right, moving on. So Ghost, longtime follower, first time caller. Joe, give us your best 15-second impersonation of Ghost reacting to the loss since he's not here with us.
You see, like the thing is I told you guys. What was going to happen. I literally told you guys, and you didn't listen to me. If you would have went back to the space last week, you would have heard me saying exactly how this game was going to end up. And I tried to explain this to you guys, but nobody listens. Nobody listens to Ghost. And here we are. We're here now. And I look great, by the way. Don't I look great? I look amazing.
Yeah, you look like a man that just came off of vacation, living life large.
Yeah, you look like you should.
Was that good? Did I do decent?
That was pretty good. You want my Ghost? Ready? Tua underthrew that ball to Tyreek. If he just leads them to the end zone, that's 7 points. I knew as soon as he underthrew that ball that we were not going to win that game because we settled for 3 instead of settling for 4. I called it. You guys all knew it. I said it right when it happened. And if he just would have let him, he would have scored a touchdown, and then we would have been here. But now, here we are, 2-6, because Tua has no arm, and he has no vision, and he sucks. And that's it.
I was in my halftime thoughts. You didn't see my halftime thoughts?
Bobby, we need your Ghost.
Look, dude, I said it all off season. I was in many spaces. I was telling people, the structure that Greer put this team together is not going to last. You don't have a backup quarterback. I mean, look, I don't care what happens. The defense is not liable for any of this. The defense is doing all they can. Look, if you go back to last week, here's how the possessions unfolded until they blew the game. 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, punt, 3 and out, 3 and out, Jordan Poyer. So how can you really blame the defense?
That's pretty good.
Boys.
Okay, what's happening?
Boys. Nothing. That's a Ghost favorite word. Boys.
That is. Does he say that a lot?
I miss him now. Fuck.
Many of spaces.
All
So
right,
yeah,
let's
good
go.
question. Good question.
Great, perfect. Next
Good
one.
question, Ghost. Thanks for the support. Make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Like and subscribe, Ghost. Appreciate you. From Jonathan, big supporter of the pod. We appreciate you, bro. What do you guys think of the utilization of Jonnu, friend of the pod, and Beckham this past Sunday? With Tua using his weapons that were brought in properly as they should, this team could easily be sitting at 6-2 right now. Yeah, assuming Tua never got hurt. Yes, but what do you guys think about how we used Jonnu and Odell?
I mean, we actually kind of already touched on this earlier. I love that Tua has more weapons than just Waddle and Reek now. It just goes to show you that if you scheme other guys open, Tua's going to find them. Right or wrong?
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
I mean, last year we had reads where it was like one read and a valve, and that's it.
I think that I'll be the first because I think it was even last week. Somebody asked something about OBJ and he was getting cooked in the chat. But dude,
OBJ sees our messages on Twitter, by the way.
OBJ was blocking his ass off on the HN touchdown. He freaking rocked Teron Johnson.
Yes, he did.
That sealed the wall for the cutback and walk-in touchdown. Look, he only had 2 catches. They were 2 tough catches.
Yeah.
And thank God his knee was down because it would have wiped everything I just said out.
Oh,
but
my
his
gosh.
knee was down by a long shot. His knee was down by a long shot. I don't even know what they were even trying to like argue. But
No,
I mean, he got up. It was like,
no. My favorite part was the announcer was like, he knew to put his knee down. I'm like, no, bro, he was fighting for extra yards. He got lucky. Just say it. It's okay.
It was fortunate, but like
My boy
sometimes
was
it takes to
fighting.
be lucky.
who was it with Kevin Harlan? Was it
Trent Green?
Yes,
Dude, Trent Green is ass. Trent Green is terrible.
he
This
really
dude
brings down how
no,
good Kevin Harlan
listen,
is.
Dude, I was sitting there, dude. This dude was glazing so hard at one point. I was like, what are you even talking about? I forget what it was. I wanted to tweet about it, but dude, Trent Green said something. He was just like, dude, he was like, we did something great. And he was like, yeah, it's just like, if the Bills just didn't do this, I don't know. He was going to bat for him. And I was like, what are you doing, dude? I hate when Romo's bad for that too.
Oh, Romo's horrendous.
No, Romo is notoriously known for
Romo's horrendous.
But
He is
OBJ,
horrendous.
hey, look, things haven't been going OBJ's way. He said some things on Twitter. You would believe that he's not happy, that he wouldn't put his best effort forward. He's out there. He's going head to head with people. Dude, we get that DM a lot. Message Joe Robbie.
Yeah,
Message Joe Robbie.
His DMs.
Joe Robbie will take care of you.
Do you have inventory?
Yes, we're good.
We have inventory, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're good.
I want to take this moment though to thank everybody. Dude, y'all show love for real. We dropped bourbon glasses. They sold out in like 24 hours. We selling these hats and y'all are like showing mad love. We sold a ton of hats. We all get DMs every day for the hats, trying to figure out how to get the hats. You just message Joe Robbie on Twitter. He'll hook you up. If you message the Dive Bar Instagram, we'll figure out a way we'll get you hooked up. But I want to show OBJ some love because look, you would think based off like his Twitter and like how things are going that he would have a reason to not care. Dude, he's out there blocking his ass off. 2 tough catches, getting hit, holding on to the ball, being a reliable WR3. I mean, it is what it is. And I was proud of OBJ this week. And Jonnu, man, this is the first time we've had any kind of like weapon or threat at tight end. So it's awesome. And it definitely helps that it just so happens to be the engine behind our whole podcast. But
Can we just talk about how beautiful Tua is with the ball in his hands?
Dude, his ball handling is the best in the league. I tweeted that. Tua's ball handling is the best in the league.
The backwards
the snaps.
The backwards one to Malik Washington on an end around, I had to rewind that shit like 10 times. I didn't know where the ball came from. I was like, how did the ball get back to him? Like, that was wild. Like, that was pretty insane. And
if you had to give
OBJ,
Tua,
bro,
but if you had to give Tua a comparison, a point guard comparison, who would his point guard comparison be?
Oh, it's got to be
CP3.
I was gonna say CP3, but like with the ball handling and stuff, it's got to be like
I was gonna go
Kyrie or Steph. Like, that ball handling's elite.
Kyrie's got too good of a finishing package. Tua's not taking it. Tua's not taking it to the house like that.
I was gonna say like a Nash.
Nash, but
fitting the passes in where people don't see passes like or like a Messi. You know what I'm saying? Like
and not taking a ton of threes, but hitting them when you give them an open three.
yeah.
Dude, like that back, and then also the shovel pass, the no look shovel was
His shovel passes are beautiful.
To
Bro.
Jonu, friend of the pod.
big friend of the pod. Appreciate you, John, if you're listening, if you're out there. All right, next question, boys. Let's get a couple more in here because we're already past an hour. I gotta go eat. My wife's getting a little antsy. Dustin,
AKA, he wants to check the election results.
I didn't say that. You said that.
I said it for you.
Also, I'm hungry. It's Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday.
Tuesday is now the sign. Tuesday is now the sign. Okay.
Dustin, big fan of the pod. I think we talked this about a little bit, but I think he deserves more flowers. Like, did McDaniel show retainable qualities this game? Because a lot of us were out on him. I know I've said some shit. I've been pissed off about his nonsense.
I have too. 100%.
But like, I think Sunday did definitely show redeemable qualities, and like, I'm very happy about it. If we keep with that same game plan, I think things are looking up, and he will definitely have one more shot at this shit next year for sure.
Look, this could be reckless. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
No.
Joe.
All right, I'll do it. I got news for you, boys. If we don't make the playoffs, his job's on the line.
That's fine, but here's where I stand. I'm all the way back home, McDaniel. Hey, that's fine. Hit it. And I've been waiting, baby. Now listen, I'm all the way back on McDaniel. Look, like I said, look, the last few weeks he's went to the run. He's shown that he can change. It wasn't a pride issue. He can adjust. The Bills was the last test for me. He literally to the last snap held true to the new formula. We put 4 to 5. He just got a 3-year extension or whatever it was. We put a good winning streak together. I might think he should need a new extension. He needs a raise.
But he's got to finish the season, bro. He's got to.
No, I agree. He look, depending on how this thing goes, anybody could get fired. That's not a lie.
We're still 2-6, right? Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
No, I agree.
2-6 is so bad. My God.
Like, let's not get ahead of ourselves here, boys.
Hey,
He's still hold on. Ghost is back. He still didn't get a competent backup quarterback.
That's Greer.
Okay. He still did not. Greer still did not do anything. Okay. And it's McDaniel's job to tell Greer. Greer is a coach's GM. Okay. So it's McDaniel's job to tell Chris Greer who he wants.
White chocolate, baby. Let's go.
Jason Williams. I was thinking Jason Williams too.
He legend and champion, by the way.
What the hell? Oh, wait. What the hell was
Again, no. Jason Williams had that finishing package, bro.
He was filthy with it. He was
the elbow pass.
The elbow, bro. Yeah, maybe Jason Williams. I'll give him Jay
elbow
Williams.
pass is elite stuff.
White chocolate, boy. Whew.
All right, we got one more because we got to get one of these in, especially because Ghost isn't on, so we can talk
real quick
about.
Before you read this chat. If you have any questions, real quick, drop them now because this is it. We're gonna answer them all. We know we don't do the 5 shows a week like some people because this show doesn't pay our bills, but we'll get them while we can.
I would rather a soft reset for sure. Like our core is good. Like, you know, if you get a guard, you get one guard on the line, and you get a couple cornerbacks, you get a tackle, a D tackle. You know, our core is solid and young. You know, especially if McDaniel turned the page and like we actually commit to running the ball. Like Devon Achane is unbelievable. I don't know, like, people don't give him his. I think we take him for granted a little bit, but he is unbelievable,
dude. In between the tackles, he's so like. He just fits in and he just finds little grooves inside, bro. All of a sudden, he'll just come out and it's a 7-yard game.
Also, like, no one says anything, but he's been wearing the Guardian cap since he got his concussion. Good for him.
Did he? I thought he didn't wear it this game. Did he?
No,
wear it?
He's been wearing it, bro. Every game.
Okay.
And he ran for 2 touchdowns. Yeah. One thing I think is funny to me, and I'll never forget this, and some people in the chat are going to love this. When we got Achane, dude, there were people so pissed. We just drafted a gadget player. And I was like, are you kidding? Dude, are you kidding me?
They must have not watched him at A&M then.
Bro, I saw him at A&M and that guy was...
And he destroyed
this is electric. And by the way, when we played the most physical team we played, the Bills, and they own us, no matter how bad they own us, guess who's the one player who always has showed up?
I think he has like 6 touchdowns against them in 4 games or something like that.
Nah, dude, he's electric, bro.
Dog.
He's really good, bro.
Dog.
Really, really good.
Dude, between him
You
and
know?
Jalen Wright for the next 4 or 5 years, like we're good on running back.
Also,
we're
McDaniel
good.
did kind of pseudo bench Raheem after the fumble. Like after the fumble, it was Achane and Wright pretty much the rest of the way. Like I think Raheem got like 2 more plays or something like that, 2 more touches, and like that was it.
No, dude, seriously though, A-Chain was a dog at A&M. Like he
Yeah,
destroyed the Canes.
Didn't he put up like 6 yugs against you guys?
Dude,
that game?
it was like something ridiculous, bro. I just remember I'm like, dude, I don't know who this kid is, but he is insane and never goes down.
He was.
Dude,
he was nice.
freaking shit all over UNC in Hard Rock. I think it might have been the bowl game. Oh, that was another thing. He missed the end of the season, and a lot of people thought he should just shut it down and not play again. He came back for the bowl game anyways. And shit all over UNC in Hard Rock Stadium. Then got drafted by the Dolphins. Also, Eric, I think you nailed it. Here's my proposition. This is all we need, really. It's a soft reset. Maybe a hard.
Soft, very soft.
It's fire Greer.
Yep.
If you get it right and get a guy who's a master of trenches, who can just in one off season can get lucky. It's going to take some luck, but knows trenches.
Everything is luck.
Add one more dog to the O-line. And then fix the front 7 of the defense. I'll gladly run it back with everything in place. Get me a GM that knows trenches, that will build a wall on both sides. Gladly run it back. I'll gladly run it back.
Yeah, because we're locked in.
And I think we're not using Jalen Wright a lot because he's there. He's there for when our guys are down. Like we need the depth. You need fresh legs in the end of the season, man. He's going to end up cooking at the end of the season. Book that. Book it. Jalen Wright's going to be cooking at the end of the season. Watch.
I mean, he cooks with his minimal snaps, bro. He eats up yards, bro, and he's a perfect outside zone runner. Like he's nice.
I will say this.
Mocks don't know what they're doing, but I wouldn't be mad about it, to be fair.
I'm a big fan of Ashton Michael Myers-Genty. But yeah, that's just crazy.
And J-Cap, London was amazing, dude. Like I had so much fun.
Jelly, London's on my list of places.
And what we did is like we stayed in London. Like we stayed in London for basically 6 days, right? And then what we did is we drove to a place called Bath, and we stayed there overnight. So we spent the entire day in this like small little town, but it still had it has 2 universities, so it's still like lively. You know what I mean? And it had 2 speakeasies, bro. One of them was like this place called the Hideout, and it's where pirates used to go like after they got done ravaging a bunch of shit, and that's the only place they can go to drink that was safe. That was pretty cool. Like that was one of the coolest bars we went to. And now I'm friends with the owner, and that was for J-Cap, by the way.
Oh yeah. Did you ever figure out what they want? Everybody wanted to know. Did you ever figure out what that red box was?
We tried you last week. I'm not gonna lie to you, brother.
What? I thought that was a good joke.
Oh, I think you got cooked a little bit.
That's good. I should get. I mean, but it's satire, guys. What are we, fucking 12?
Some people are just,
Peter Pan.
Over there.
Grow up, Peter Pan. You don't think I know what a fucking phone booth is? I'm not that young.
Over their head,
Somebody, Nikki Smokes, actually, while he was on here, said, if you ever been to London, you understand that the phone booths are actually homeless shelters, and they smell like piss.
Yeah, you don't go inside those anymore. And actually, two of them had ATM connected to them now. It's kind of funny.
All right, let's get this one in because I know we got to get this one in. J-Cap wants to know, what's your favorite restaurant not in Florida, and how do you know the owner?
My favorite restaurant.
Not in Florida's tough though. Like
not
you
in
can
Florida.
Do Florida.
All right,
like,
I have two.
Off,
I have two that are really memorable. One is in Savannah called Trailer Park.
Okay.
All right, fire spot, and another spot's called Little Frankie's in New York.
Okay.
Little Frankie's is like a late night pasta spot. Like they have this like lemon pasta. It's ridiculous, bro. And it's like a small joint in New York. Very, very cool. Do not know the owner of either of those.
I have one. If you're ever in Austin, Texas, there's a lot of barbecue and taco places, but this place called Torchy's Tacos in Austin, Texas. Like they started there, so there's a bunch around Austin, so it's like kind of a chain there, but like it's
that's a Texas answer.
Bro,
very Texas answer.
Torchy's Tacos. If you're ever in Austin, Texas, or in Texas in general, I think they're all around Texas. Fire
Eric,
tacos.
Why are you stealing my bit, dude? You're just overtaking my bit. This guy is
first
wild.
He's the producer. Now he's the host. Now he does the restaurant.
I forget that Joe's the only guy that has restaurant suggests.
Unbelievable.
He pops up he shows up with wine, 2 chains.
I missed 2 shows, and this guy starts taking all my bits, dude.
I apologize. I'll stay in my lane moving forward, Master.
Appreciate you, Lee, man, for real.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
It's nice
and
to
Lee,
be in here.
Ghost. If you don't know, Ghost is a nurse right now, but he's studying to be an advanced practitioner. So he's getting his hours in. I think he has to get like a whole bunch of hours in before he takes his final test. So that's why he's not here tonight. He's actually something in the world.
1,000 followers, bro. 1,000
he's not just a
followers changed this
schmuck.
guy. Hasn't been the same
I
since.
should have never gave you a shout out and told everybody to follow you. Cause look, you've never been the same, dude.
Oh, come on.
I'm not even
Now
gonna say
he's
that.
now just for the chat to know. Now he's demanding he gets put on the thumbnail. He's like, dude, why is my picture not on the thumbnail? This guy is
yes. I'm fighting for that.
us.
I'm only gonna bring up our aesthetics, guys. Like, relax.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable.
Just gonna bring up the
And
aesthetics.
Ghost
No,
is never
Dustin,
gonna let
I'll
that
never
happen.
turn into
So
Ghost.
we don't have to worry about it.
Hold on, real quick.
I don't have it in my being. Go ahead, Bob.
I'm gonna send you this picture. Show the people what you think should be added to our thumbnail. Here. Pull that up.
You send it in our chat?
Yeah. Pull that up.
Nice.
This is the head that's going to be added to our thumbnail, which I'm all for. I agree. Everybody needs love. Check it out. What do y'all think, chat? Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
It's the people's eyebrow.
I'm ready.
Oh my God. Hey,
Here at the dive bar, we'll Lego your ego. Don't worry, buddy.
Yeah, dude,
Hey.
T Lee's showing a lot of love in the comment section.
Listen, if your friends can't shit on you, they're not really your friends, and also you're soft. So like, let's.
And yes,
let
Bobby,
it,
you
know.
dress like shit. There, I said it.
God damn.
Guys over here wearing Hey Dudes asking if he's dressing nice. Get out of here.
Hey, dude, I didn't wear Hey Dudes once. What the fuck?
Bobby,
Now
before
he's
Bobby came
lying.
down, before
The
he
guy
came
wore
down
the
for
same
week,
dude shoes the whole time. Now the guy's lying to us.
dude, before he came down for week
I
one, my
never-
boy
I
was sending me
never
outfit
went.
ideas. He's like, "How's this? How's this?" I was like, "Oh, scrap that. This one's okay. Scrap that one." You know.
I will say Bobby's dolphin drip is nice.
Yes. He does have.
You
good
do have a
drip.
good. You do have a
Dolphin
good
drippy.
closet of dolphin drip.
I don't have to put up with this. Okay.
No, you don't.
We don't get paid
Listen.
for this shit.
Listen, I'm doing my best not to make this about politics. So y'all need to calm
No,
down.
listen. Before you go any further, what
Listen.
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get Bobby a John Deere crossover bag. This way he feels at home.
Dude, that'll be
John
perfect.
Deere?
Camo, he'll
A little
rock that.
camo one.
He'll
Look,
rock
I
that.
definitely have Hey Dudes. I have Hey Dudes, but my favorite is the and Eric can relate. Is the
those ons you got.
Canes. No, the Canes.
Oh, those stupid shoes.
No, those are not stupid shoes. Those are great. They're
That's
great
foot
on your
therapy,
feet.
bud. Dude,
Yeah,
show
dude,
some
it's walking
respect.
foot therapy. Also, Oos uses them, so read a book.
So Bobby, when somebody asks, "What do you dress like?" Like a dad.
He is
Oh,
a dad.
I'm not trying.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about me: I'm not spending crazy money on clothes, no matter how much money I got. I'm very like Under Armour graphic shirt. I'm comfortable, so like I'm a very
Right. So
comfortable.
then, why were
dresser.
you asking us if you dress good? Then you did this to yourself.
But I feel like I dress just fine.
He thought the
Just
boys were
fine.
going to
That's
give him
what I said.
a
If you're
little
going
bump.
for just fine, you nailed just fine.
I don't get out of my means. He
okay.
said, "Oh, Bobby,
Bobby almost came down in the all white outfit, bro. My boy
I
wanted
did
to like he was
not.
on the beach. Like my
No,
boy's
I
on the
did
beach.
not. I said,
He
My
did
boy-
the pose on the beach, though, so, it would have been fitting.
My boy's like, is this good? A little Cuba Vera?
A little guayabera for the
A
boys.
little Guanabara?
All right, boys.
Jesus
I think we can wrap. I gotta go eat. Wifey's hungry. And actually, I'm hungry too, low key. So, parting thoughts. Are we winning on Monday? What are we doing?
Oh no, it's a must-win Monday. We are going to win Monday. I think it's going to be another shootout-esque game. I'll go on record and say we win 31-24.
Now, let me ask you really quick: is it a must-win or a can't lose?
No, it's a must-win or somebody's getting fired.
It's both.
Okay.
It's both.
I think we also win. What did you say, Joe?
31-24.
I think the defense is going to figure something out. I think we can bother Stafford, I'm going to say 27 again because that's the number we've been hitting. 27-21 Fins.
Look,
Bobby?
I don't care. We're winning. Like, it don't matter. Like, we gotta win. Eventually, we gotta win. So, like, I think we're gonna put it all together Monday night. We're gonna win. The schedule gets a little more favorable after that, and then we're gonna string together a few wins. Everybody's gonna be back. The dive bar is gonna be popping again.
All
the hope's coming back.
Give us a score prediction, Bob.
Come
Come on, Roberto.
We keep scoring 27-28. 31-24 Dolphins.
Ooh, a nail biter on prime time.
So same score as me.
Yeah, 31-24 sounds right. Maybe 31-27.
Book it, Dano.
Book them, Dano. All right, appreciate you guys. Enjoy your random, nonchalant, non-eventful Tuesday night. We appreciate you guys rocking with us, of course. And
don't forget to go out and vote.
Yeah, it might. Polls might still be open. Either way, it's rigged, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, until next time. Bobby, wait, before I give the go, what do you got?
Shout out Karen, the one female in the chat all night. Oh, and Blue.
Did Karen just hit us with a dollar? Because that's Electric Factory. Karen, are you Cuban? You're either Cuban or you live in Miami, grew up in Miami.
Her name is Karen Dude, brother. She's not Cuban.
Bro, she just hit us with a dollar. You guys would have said Dale if I wasn't
And
here.
T. Lee, I'm going to be looking for you from now on, so you better be in here. Both. She said both.
Karen. Hell yeah, let's ride. All right, boys and girls and everybody. Stay healthy, stay safe. Until next time.
Great to be back, boys.
Finn's fucking up. Good to have you back, Joe. We appreciate y'all.
Fins for the win Monday night, baby. Let's go.
Until next week, let's go.